All right. So now that we got the basic foundation laid out here, I do want to look at a few things. I want to look at this Three of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, because I want to see that situation. Even though, like I said, it could be relationship or it could be job. It could be your job that's just emotionally draining you. It could be somebody who's very controlling. We're going to take a closer look at that. I also want to take a look more at this Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. I want to see that clarity. And then I also want to see with this current path where exactly you're going to end up. So without further ado, let's hop right on into this. Clarify that Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles for me, please. The Wheel of Fortune. The Knight of Wands. The Two of Cups. Ace of Wands. And the Star. So I do feel as though that this does have to, for the majority of you, it does have to do with a past hurt, a past connection. I don't want to use the word relationship because that's not what I feel like this is. I feel as though it's a connection. You were emotionally tied to somebody at some point in time. I feel as though that connection is still there. But with what I'm getting from this is with the Star card underneath, that's the healing. I see that as healing. And so that actually makes me interpret these four cards a little bit differently than what I would normally. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. I almost feel as though that somewhere along the way, the passion, the drive, the inspiration, whatever that is, it stopped. It stopped. Because with this Wheel of, or with the Star here, that's wish fulfillment. That is wish granted, that is that healing energy, and with it showing up underneath, I feel as though there's a lack of that. There's a lack of that energy here. And so it was almost like, you know what, I'm not going to waste my time trying to fit into your box or fit to your standards. That way I can get some of this emotional reciprocity back. Nah. And I feel as though that's kind of where that inspiration was like, okay, we're done. We're out. See you later. It was like one negative led to that shift of perspective into that positive, and that positive changed the course of action. So speaking of that positive, clarify that Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords for me, please. Hello, yeah. Six of Wands, Victory, Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles, King of Swords, Aquarius is showing up. Then we've got Libra, Taurus again with the Empress, and once again, more healing with this Nine of Wands. I'm starting to see a theme here. And it's not the fact that you intentionally wanted to get hurt. I mean, nobody wants intentionally to get hurt. But I feel as though that it really kind of sucked. I feel as though that in the beginning, the Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles, I feel as though that in the beginning, it was really good. It was something positive. It was something that you felt as though inspired you. But as time went on, as things progressed, it started to lose that. Like the true colors started to show through, especially if this is a relationship. If this is a relationship, their true colors showed through and you're like, oh, hell no. But it was almost like, you know, how can I make this work? Because nobody wants to give up on a relationship, and I totally get that. But I feel as though this just went a step too far. And with this King of Swords Empress, with, again, the Nine of Wands underneath that healing energy, I feel as though that they were really kind of cold. They were really kind of cold and clipped. After they got you where they wanted you, after this Three of Pentacles, after the that flirting fun, hey, after that honeymoon phase kind of ended, or after that new job energy kind of ended, that's when I feel like you were hit with this sword and you're like, whoa. Like, it did take a chunk out of you. And you're like, this is not what I thought it was. This is not where I wanted to go. And so knowing where you didn't want to go ultimately led you to where you did want to go. So speaking of where we're going, I don't know why we're doing it this way, but this is how we're going to do it. Where are we going? The Moon. Okay. Four of Swords. Again, more healing. Seven of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Seven of Wands. You are putting down your boundaries. Nine of Pentacles underneath. I'm definitely going to take that. You're putting down your boundaries. As an overall, you are putting down your boundaries and understanding your self-worth. And you're like, nah, I deserve better than being put in this box. I deserve better than what you have been giving me. And I have emotionally thought about this. I've emotionally am starting to heal from this. This is not what I want. And with the Moon and the Four of Swords, it makes me think of this red panda of you finally taking the rest that you need. So I like the fact that all of this is coming together. And with the Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, you're like, nah, there's nothing more for me to get from this situation. I've waited my time. I've done what I've needed. It's not for me. I'm moving forward. So I like this. I like the fact that you have a very level head with this energy. Anything else? I know I kind of asked where we were going, and it kind of just clarified more of that for me. We got the High Priestess, Temperance, Ten of Cups, the Fool, very beautiful energy, Queen of Cups. You're moving on to some better and brighter days. Five of Pentacles underneath. You're coming in from the cold. You understand your self-worth and your power. You are going to balance yourself out. You don't need somebody else to do that for you. And I feel as though that's what's helping you realize, again, what you don't want versus what you do want. And you do understand that you've got everything you need. And what you need right now is not what you're going to get from this other person. It's not. It's time to go find somebody else that'll fill that cup. It's time to go find that other job that is going to be emotionally fulfilling just as much as it is abundant. This is almost one of those readings where you needed validation that you're on the same page, or what you see in front of you is exactly what it is. Because I feel as though that these situations can really be tricky, especially if you've got somebody who likes to gaslight you. And newsflash, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner that can gaslight you. It can be your boss. Like, it's your only day off this week, right? Let's just use an example. It's your only day off, and your boss calls you and says, hey, I need you to work today. And you're like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. It's my only day off this week. I need a down day, which you have a right to have a down day. And they're like, oh, well, you're one of the best employees we have. We would love for you to come in. It's more money for you. We really need you. Don't get me wrong. That's okay to express those things. But if somebody says, no, I can't do that, and they continue to force the issue, don't fall for it. It's not your fault that somebody else didn't show up for work. They are a manager. It is their job to fill in the holes and fill in the gaps. And there are so many ways that a manager could be gaslighting you. So just keep that in mind, okay? It does not have to be a romantic connection to gaslight you. So what advice do you have? Wisdom of the Oracle. Between worlds? Absolutely. This would put me between two places. Unfinished Symphony, Loyal Heart, The Fates, Here and Now, One More, and Higher Power. So they don't want you to... The advice that I'm getting from these 6 cards here is, first off, they don't want you to think too much in the future and too much in the past. Your main focus right now is the here and now. It is the present. Because right now you're stuck between two different things. You're moving out of one thing and moving into another. And I love how it goes from black and white to color. Makes me think of the Wizard of Oz. But you are in an energy where it is kind of unfinished. It is kind of unfinished. You are like, I really wanted this to work. I really wanted things to continue forward. And that's not how this unfolded. You really expected good things from this, and that's not what happened. But I'm here to tell you that you are being divinely guided out of this. You are being divinely guided. And I loved how we had the World here and then the Wheel of Fortune. I love how it stopped with one and started with another when I started to clarify, because that does tell me that you are being guided through this energy. So don't feel as though you are alone. You are not alone. When it comes to the relationship or comes to the job, you're not alone. You're not alone. Like I said, I've been struggling with this Mercury in retrograde energy just as much as everyone else has. It was not fun. I am so thankful that Mercury is finally going direct. Like, I'm ready. And then after today, I believe all planets should be going direct. If not, I think it's the 22nd. Sorry if you can hear that. My iPod keeps going off. But I believe if it's not the 18th, it's the 22nd that everything is going direct. So after that point, we won't have to worry about the retrogrades. It'll be pretty smooth sailing. So other zodiac signs that show up before I let you wonderful people go. Like I said, we had Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces. Wow, Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces? Really? Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Pisces. We've got Aquarius showing up here too. Libra, Taurus, Sag, and Gemini. Oh, kids being a terror. So we got Pisces, Gemini, Sag, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, more Scorpio, and Libra. That is what I see. So this is what I have for you guys. I really, really hope this helped. Like I said, tell them to take their box and shove it up their ass, because that's not where you belong. So you belong to the skies, to your own limitations. It's time for you to be free. Okay? Okay. All right, guys. This is what I have for you. I really hope this helped, and I'll see you all again later. Bye, guys.